I have already tweeted early morning on this statement by Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey was the CEO of Twitter during a very, very dubious period in Twitter's history. What he has said is an outright lie, and I have said that publicly, and I'm reiterating it again. Twitter is a company that believed that it was not necessary for it to comply with Indian law. It believed that it did not have to comply with Indian law and made up its rules as it went along. And the government of India has been very clear from the very beginning, for all companies that operate in India, they have to always comply with India.
Right, Pragya, important to note the reaction that is now coming in from the Union Minister Rajeev Chandrasekhar.
Yes, we have also seen his tweet in the morning, and now he has come on record to say that whatever Jack Dorsey has said, there are lies, and because they were not in compliance with the Indian laws, that is why they have been given notices. They have been asked to remove the misinformation from their content. You know, there is also background to it. During the farm laws, there was a lot of misinformation on the platform, which was making case going all wrong for the government as well. There was sort of misinformation that was put out on the platform, and government was of the belief that it was due to certain foreign forces. The hand of foreign forces are behind those farm laws and agitation, and that is why they approached Twitter to contain the misinformation. However, they did not comply. So the government had to set the rule also. According to social media platform, if social media platform does not comply with these orders, it risks losing its intermediary status, which means that it can be taken to court and be liable for penal consequences. This is what Twitter had been told, and if that immunity goes, it will become very difficult for the social media platform to fight cases in the government, but in the courts against the government in the respective countries they are operating in. So, government also noted that the compliance rates with the court order, were high, but compliance rates with government requests have been particularly low. So, government was of the view that if you are operating in India, you have to abide by the laws. You have to, because they also have to look at the sovereignty of the country. They have to take care of the internal matter, security related, whether it is defense or whether it is their friendly relation with the foreign countries. So all this was taken into consideration when Twitter was put on notice. They have been given, warnings repeatedly. They have been called for government meetings. A few of them were missed by the Twitter officials, but later they had to comply in 2022. It took 2 years, for the government to ask Twitter to abide by the rules of this country. This is what we have got from the government sources. Considering the fact that the government has come out, in fact, the minister himself has stated that no one was put in jail, no one's house was raided, and the statement that has come out of Jack Dorsey's interview, they are all false and not to be believed. And in fact, it is not just in India. They had also mentioned that even in US, they are in non-compliance with the laws.